So what's going on, everyone? Thank you for tuning in once again. It is a beautiful, beautiful day. The sun is out and it's not that cold, so it's really helps being able to get outside and get some vitamin D. Right now, we are on kid watch, and not just for goats and sheep, but for Shyla as well. And we want you guys to see, or to tell us, who do you think is going to come first? We had Maple deliver in early February. We're still waiting for Missy, and now we're waiting for our ewe to deliver the lambs. So she's getting ready. Her udders are filled up, and she actually pulled her wool off of her udders. So she is preparing to deliver. So it's gonna be any time, but we want to know when you think it's gonna happen. Our ram is always with our ewe, and we got him early this year, and he was young, so it would be whenever he was mature enough to impregnate her, that's when she would be ready. We don't know that date, however, she is showing signs that she's getting ready to deliver her lambs, so that's really exciting. And with Shy, her due date is in mid-March, and we're just waiting. We're waiting on that too. So we got a lot of things going on, and we're just enjoying it all. So we actually, the kids wanted to come in here, and they actually ended up getting out of the door. So we're feeding them a little early today. So these are our two sheep. Our ewe is an Eastern Frisian, and our ram is a Katahdin. So it's gonna be really interesting to see what the kids or what the lambs are gonna be. Eastern Frisians are milking sheep, and Katahdins are meat. So it's gonna be really interesting to see the cross, and that's what I'm pretty excited for. And I know Chris is excited too, because this is gonna be the second season of lambs. The first ones we had an Eastern Frisian ram, and we ended up getting rid of him because he was pretty rude. Like, we couldn't even come near, we couldn't even come into the pasture without him trying to ram us. And we didn't want him to hit any of the kids, so he had to go.
Get out of the house.
We absolutely love this weather. However, we do need a little cold snap for when we butcher in a couple weeks, because we're going to be butchering another pig for Life on Beagle Road. They're going to come out here, and we're going to get their food ready for their freezer. It's pretty cool. This is going to be the first time that we've raised a pig for someone, and we're actually raising a pig for two separate families. One of Driana's friends wanted a pig. So that's really neat. It's really gonna allow this farm to continue to grow. One thing that is on our mind though is you see the pig paddocks. Now this area has always been wet since we've been here, and even the history of this property, of talking to neighbors and stuff like that. So we're looking for ways to dry this up, and dry it up in a good way. Bringing in different types of vegetation, whether it's grass, sunflower seeds, or whatever. What we kind of need are roots that go deep, because in the top layer we have a pretty good organic matter starting to build up. However, right underneath that is clay, so that's preventing the water from seeping in deep. So we get these pools like you see behind me. So if you guys have any ideas, any suggestions, I know I've been looking up different types of plants, vegetation, because we want to improve the soil for one, build that organic matter up, and also have vegetation to feed these pigs, because we're gonna be coming up with a paddock system for these pigs that we can rotate a lot more than what we've been doing. And we want those roots to be deep, that way they grow back and we don't have to always be planting. Maybe we might need to broadcast some seed once in a while, but we want that good strong root system so more vegetation can grow up. Because we really kind of don't want bare, because Mother Earth wants a covering. You know, just like if you get a cut on your skin, you know, then you get a scab. The scab that comes back on Mother Earth are just weeds. You get obnoxious like briars and trees that aren't needed. And look at, we got a wild animal running across our paddock. So obviously our fence is not working good. Ha! Weston! You're gonna be cold, man. You're gonna be cold. Holy. We got a wild animal in the pigs. But, so yeah, leave some comments if you guys have any ideas as well of just different vegetations to grow. I'm definitely gonna, whatever we do, put some sunflower seeds out here, because when we get bees, we want them to have a good food all year round. And what's better than seeing some bees on some sunflowers? We're really excited because we're kind of in a standstill. We're in between seasons right now where, you know, it's
like at the calm before the storm.
Yeah, not a really storm, but just like a frenzy of
fury of
seed
planting and garden preparing.
Just growth, pasture. I mean, trying to figure out the pigs. Baby chicks. Yeah, like meat. We're gonna be getting meat birds here shortly, come March. So there's a lot of stuff going on. So this is right now. It's a good season. It's like a resting season, I should say that. Oh no! And then we have mud. Spring brings mud, and we already got mud because of the pigs. Look at that. I can see your crack in the mud. It's not too bad, buddy.
But like I said, you guys should get in a different place, Jenny, like down there with the dryer.
Yeah, where it's harder. Over there, like where the pigs are right now, sleeping.
Cleaning your boobs.
I want to show you guys something which I think is probably the coolest thing that I've built on the farm. And we got a lot of cool things going on, but this gravity water supply, or reservoir I would call it, is probably the coolest things that I've done on this farm. And it all starts up at the Tree of Life. Now, the Tree of Life is our big oak tree with the spring coming right underneath it, and we're gonna take a walk up there. But we got a hose up there. Now, like, look at this. It's green all along this creek. Check that out. That's so cool. And we have a hose that goes all the way up there. And our Tree of Life is out back in the woods. But it's green all along this creek. It's because this water is coming right from the ground. And it's pretty warm. I mean, it's not warm like a bath, but it's warm enough to keep the grass alive. And it's been all through winter. And we got the hose running all the way down here that fills up this reservoir of water, and then we have an exit hose for when it fills up to a certain point. That way we have a starting point of halfway in our property where we can get water to bring it up to any animals we have in the woods. That way we don't have to go all the way down to the house to carry water to the other end of the property. We have a starting point, and this thing is pretty sweet because there's a good amount of water here, and we have a lot of animals going on.
Well, these beds are too big for me.
You got a bunch of dirt on this farm.
Oh my gosh! When I stick my face
Don't squeeze them.
No.
Good. Look at that, he's got dirt all over his hand.
I need to pee on his ears.
kind of want to catch these.
What happened to his seaweed?
What?
Bee. So what happened?
I don't think that looks good.
What happened? What happened? Daddy, what happened?
It's when you put the rubber
What
band around his
happened,
testicles.
Dada? What happened, Daddy?
Like, it didn't fall off yet, and it's like his tubes are still attached. And they're
Why don't you take it off?
they're like hard, but they're not.
Then why
Like his scrotum is all dried up, and then his tubes are dried up, but the rubber band is down here, and then there's like a 3-inch section of
what?
tubes that are starting to dry up now, but they were raw. Like, I wonder if I should rubber band up top as a pinch point.
You should.
Kind of want to take a picture
You should
of
take
it.
a picture and send it to Susan.
So I've never castrated a goat before, and I'm not too sure what to look for. However, I'm pretty sure that's not normal. Now, the other day I noticed it, and I sprayed some purple disinfectant on it. So what it was is the sack is all dried up, like I said, and his tubes, I can't think of the word right now, but basically the tubes that would go to his testicles were showing a little bit. So I sprayed those, but now it kind of looks like those are swollen and starting to dry up. So I'm gonna have to look into it, or maybe you guys would know, like, should I rubber band it again up higher so it's like a cutoff point near the skin, or do I just let it go? Because he seems to be all right. He's walking fine. He doesn't look like he's uncomfortable, but you can only imagine that is totally uncomfortable. You know, with an animal, it can't tell us, it can't speak to us, but he's not making any loud noises, like he is uncomfortable. So I don't know. Please leave a comment if you guys know. I would really appreciate you maybe shed some light. I'm definitely gonna send some text messages to some people and try to figure it out. If I didn't think of anything, I would think to do another rubber band up higher as a cutoff point, but let me know what you think. I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. I just got done on a little hike with Jet and Remy. Went out back in the woods for the half-mile loop that I created. We need to do some trail maintenance. There's some branches down, some trees down, so that's going to be really fun to get in the woods, fix that up. We also got to start working on the tree of life, which I never walked you guys over to that. This is pretty cool. So around our property we have some springs. We have quite a few springs. I mean, last year when we got tons of rain in our neighbor's pasture, there was a spring right there. However, it's gone right now. But the real gem of this property is the tree of life right here. This is big oak tree, and our creek starts right here, right underneath this tree. I mean, check this out. We got to do some clearing out, but this tree is so cool. Right here is the spring, and that's where it starts, and it travels all the way down to where the pigs are and beyond. But we got to get in here and clear it out so when visitors come here, it's attracting them to here. I mean, this is a staple to this property, and this property is so cool because these roots go down deep into the soil. This is a massive oak tree, and we just want this to be, you know, just a monument for this property, a monument for God's creation, and it is really cool. So we got to get on this and clear this out, because spring is just around the corner. Growth is just around the corner. And last year we had the goats here, and they did a great job clearing this all out so we can get in here and start cutting some stuff down. Because last year this looked exactly like over here, and the goats did a great job. And then I came through with a chainsaw, cleared it up, cleaned it up, and we had a great huge fire, and we're planning on doing the same thing. So again, I started to say it and I'll say it again, I appreciate you guys tuning in. It's amazing that you guys take time out of your day to watch our lives, watch us learn how to farm for our family. You know, it's not always 100% accurate, but when you're learning, it never is. So I appreciate you guys leaving comments, pointing things out, things maybe we can improve, because it definitely helps. Great example is the hay basket. You guys recommended some more bracing. I took a look, I agreed, I fixed it. So again, don't be afraid to leave comments. It definitely goes a long way, and we appreciate it. So please, if you haven't, hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up if you like what you see, and again, leave some comments, and please share on your social media pages. That way we can grow this community. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you guys around.
Hit that subscribe button.